Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another unboxing video. I have not, let me try this again. I have not done one of these in ages. Got a surprise package in the mail today. I was wanting to open it up and I thought, hey, let's do one of these and we'll just open it all together. So we'll wait till we get some people here in the stream. I was almost late to my own stream. We had one of those hell of a nights here at the old Prime household. My wife, unfortunately for her, broke our glass patio table and just was not a good evening. I've had that thing for years, and so she was quite distraught over that. Who we got? We got KM, we got Craig Oxford, Cheong. How are you guys doing tonight? Got 6 people watching. Hi, 6 people. And if you don't mind, since it's been one of those nights, ice cold, let's go. I guess Michelob Ultra should be my sponsor for live streams. I'm already I'm always drinking one of these. Craig says he's beginning to lose interest in collecting Transformers. There is hardly any place with Transformers anymore. There's hardly any place that has anything anymore. I mean, you find everything online, and yeah, I'll admit it's not as much fun as actually going out and hunting. Hello, Billy Bones. How are you? That's right, beer. It's Thursday. It's beer o'clock. Real quick, I know a lot of people aren't into these things. I think they're in a way cool. I found this gigantic Optimus Prime Funko Pop at my local Walmart. I cannot talk tonight. I've only had one of those. This guy was at Walmart for $8.99. This is normally a $30 Funko Pop, and I got this sucker for $8.99. I bought one for me and one for Dylan. And Dylan actually reviewed his on his channel. He finally, I think it's been about a month or two where he hasn't reviewed anything, so he actually reviewed this giant Funko Pop. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yes, it is. You know, I was at my Walmart actually hunting the other Transformers. The only thing I saw was the reissued Headmasters, and they had those. Somebody had hit them on the top shelf, but I have the Titans Return versions that came out a few years ago, so I passed on those. I really didn't want those. Goddamn Kingdom Cyclonus never in stock at my stores. I lucked out, man. I walked into Walmart one Saturday, and the lady was stocking Kingdom. And I actually just pulled Cyclonus, Prime, Black Arachnia, Warpath, and Cheetor right there out of the box and came home with them. One Jazz on a live stream. My first TF Funko. I've got a lot of them. I've got Optimus, Megatron, Jazz, the Target exclusive Starscream, Bumblebee, Soundwave, the GameStop exclusive Soundwave, and the GameStop exclusive Grimlock. We got 17 in chat now. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Platinum Omega. Platinum Omega. Is that the reissue of the G1 Omega, or was that the giant Energon version? Thoughts on shell formers? They're still Transformers. There's some great shell formers out there. I mean, the original OG Scourge was a shell former. Oh, Year of the Snake Energon. Yeah, that was a cool one. I almost got that one. Found Cyclonus early. You know, the only thing I don't like about Cyclonus, I mean, he's damn near one of the best of the Kingdom line, but I didn't like his face. His face just seemed off to me. There's Kato. Hello, Kato. How are you tonight, sir? I told Deluxe, of course, I told the chat right at the beginning, I was watching you guys, and a catastrophe happened during your stream. We lost our patio table. So there was a lot of sweeping and putting glass shards in a box. Why, hello, action figure expert. This guy is an expert on action figures. Kato and Patriot Prime. Oh, just wait till TFCon. All right, we got 22 in here, and I'll say it again. Today, I had this show up on my doorstep, a surprise package. I have no idea what this is. I did not know it was on the way. The only thing I know, it is from the zip code. I know the zip code it's from, and that's it. I mean, I have no idea what this is. This came earlier today, and I really, really wanted to open it up, but I decided, hey, I haven't done an unboxing in forever, so I'm going to do it with you guys. So we're all going to be surprised together. Heard about Kingdom Blaster and Red Galvatron? Yes, I have. And we'll probably get confirmation of this tomorrow with I think it's tomorrow. Yes, at 11 o'clock, the Transformers Pulse Fan Fest. So break out your wallets. What was that? Thoughts on non-transforming Transformers? They're action figures. I mean, I've got a couple. I've got Action Masters. I mean, that was the tail end of G1, but I don't have any of the red figures because my good buddy Firetalk said they suck. So I've only seen them once myself in a Walmart out of town, and they're awful tiny. I mean, I think they're about the size of your little average deluxe. And of course, like I said, they don't transform. Larkin's Lair's here. Matt M is here. Commando class Rodimus Prime. Commando class. That's a whole new class range right there. Yes, Ninja Bill says 7 likes, 22 people. I don't think they're liking yet, Ninja, because I haven't opened up anything. I haven't done what I promised for this live stream. Animated Omega. There's a lot of cartoon figures that need toys. I'm still waiting on. There's so many G1s that they haven't touched yet. They've milked 84 through 86 dry. We need 87 through 89. Where's somebody talking about the red figures? Nick. Now, I kind of like the Megatron. I really like the Soundwave. Did not like the Prime because I don't like his clear chest so you can see the matrix through it. All right. Well, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, I've been working, where is it here? That shelf right there because of that giant new Galvatron I had. I had to rebuild or reorganize that entire shelf to get that Galvatron figure on display. I've got some new shelves that I'm going to put up right here in front of me because I've got this whole Masters of the Universe Origins that I've been collecting. I don't have any out of the package yet, so I have got to get some more shelves in here. All right. You guys ready to see what's in this package? I am ready to see what's in this package. Where is my opener? Right here. I found this knife, this pocket knife. It's an old Frontier when I was 10 years old on a Boy Scout camping trip. This was buried in the mud on the trail, and I have had it since I was 10. So, I don't know, a little interesting backstory. All right, so let's get this open. Let's see. I'm excited. It's like Christmas. It's heavy, too. So there's something in here. Might be a brick. Like I said, I have no idea who it's from, where it's from. I want to cut too deep. Rodimus Primal's in the house. So it's wrapped up pretty good. Oh, and a note. Notes are fun. Maybe this will tell me who it's from. Patriot Prime. I am a big fan of your channel. Thanks for the great and entertaining reviews. I really enjoy your videos and how your personality shines through each one. I hope you enjoy these items. I hope you don't have them. I've not seen you post about them on any of your social media accounts. Thanks for all you do, and I look forward to more content. A fan. And that's all I know. A fan. So it's still a mystery. I have no idea who sent me this. So, GameStop box. I wonder if that's a clue. All right. Double wrapped. And another box. Funko. Transformers. So, oh. Cool. It's the GameStop Transformers G.I. Joe lunchbox. I've actually been looking at these at GameStop, but I think you buy them. Let's see. Okay, it's got Transformers here on this side, G.I. Joe on this side, and you got Transformers here, G.I. Joe here. There's stuff on the inside. I think how these work is you buy it, you don't know what's in it. You get one G.I. Joe, one Transformer. That's why I haven't got them, because I'm not a G.I. Joe collector. So let's see. It opens on the G.I. Joe side. Oh my God. So apparently whoever got this was a G.I. Joe collector, because I now have both of the Transformer ones. You got Optimus and Megatron. These are the GameStop exclusives. He also sent me, she also sent me the little pins. We got Duke, Cobra Commander, Optimus, and Megatron. There is a Decepticon sticker and an Autobot keychain. That is so cool. That's awesome. That's like a perfect fit for those Funko guys. Let's see if I can get them out. That's cool. I just looked at these the other day, and I couldn't bring myself to buy one, because I just don't collect G.I. Joe, and you don't know what you're going to get. So here is, okay, so here's your Megatron, GameStop exclusive, and this Megatron has the purple energy mace, and the Prime must have the axe. Yep, Prime here has the axe. So let's go ahead and I'll open them up. We'll take a closer look at them. That's what I like about Funko Pops. They're not sealed. You can open them, take a look at them, throw them back in the box. So as long as you don't tear the box up. I love the fact they use the old G1 artwork there. So here we have Prime. Yep, these guys' little energy axe. You see it? There's no articulation, so he's just in that position right there. Yeah, the head's turned. So let me see. Hold on. So here is regular Prime and Energy Axe Prime. Energon Axe. So regular Prime has his Ion Blaster. Energy Axe Prime, of course, has the Energy Axe. That is really cool. Yeah, somebody's talking about your non-transforming Transformers. Here you go. Of course, I leave mine. Try to leave them in the box, especially the exclusives. Let's see. Where's Megatron? Talk about putting up more shelves. So now I got to find some place to display these. So here's Megatron. All right. So there he is with his flail. Now let me... Okay, here's regular Megatron. So regular Megatron, he's got the fusion cannon. And, of course, the new guy has the flail. That is so awesome. I am tickled to death. That's great. What a generous gift. If you're in the chat, or if you watch this, thank you so much. This was a really great surprise. And thanks for the kind words. I try my best. This YouTube thing has definitely been a learning process since the beginning. Whoever says, oh, making YouTube videos is easy, they're lying. That's sweet. Sticker. Okay, that's rubber. I love that lunchbox. I actually have the original 1984 lunchbox, but it's plastic. I like the fact that's metal. Love that sound. Too cool. A fan. Thank you. Thank you again so much. This is awesome. That just made my whole night. That's great. All right. So all that's out of the way. Now I'll talk to you guys. We have where are we at? Nick, I know. There's a difference between a flail and a mace. Yes, sir. Yeah, Megs is pretty cool. Now I need a giant Megatron to go with my giant Prime that I also have no idea where I'm going to put. You know, let's take a look at this guy. Let's get him out of the box. I know Dylan opened his. I could just go in the room and steal his out of the box, but it's hard enough getting him to go to sleep. The only other giant Funko Pop is I got the Mandalorian with Baby Yoda for Christmas. There we go. Man, that thing's got some weight to it. So there's your big old beefy Optimus Prime. There's the mini-me. They look to be, they're an exact replica of each other. That is so cool. I can't believe I got this guy for $9. That's awesome. And he just came out the first of the month because I originally had pre-ordered him from Walmart for $30, and then they marked him down to $17 with the pre-order. On shelf when he showed up a couple weeks ago, he was $30, and then I go back, and the reason I went back because on one of my Facebook pages, somebody mentioned that they got one on clearance for $15. So that's why I went up, hoping I'd snag him for $15, and I was shocked when he rang up for $9. I told the girl, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another one. So that is cool. It's weird how he's molded like he's stepping forward, but he still stands all right. So pretty cool. I know Funko isn't everybody's cup of tea, but they got a few neat figures. I had to get the Transformer ones. Of course, I've got the V ones. I've got an Alice Cooper, a Jason Voorhees, and Weird Al Yankovic. Now if I can get these trays to snap back in together, but I will worry about that later on. So anybody out here get anything cool, expecting anything cool anytime soon? Liu Kang Funko Pop. I've seen the new Mortal Kombat ones. They look good. I cannot wait to see your thoughts on Omega Supreme, Rodimus. I was late to the party getting one too, and he blew me away. I mean, I've never been a huge Omega Supreme fan, but that figure is awesome. Let's see here. TV tray. Oh, yes. I would love to have a Transformers TV tray. I had a Incredible Hulk one back in the day, and I think my brother had a G.I. Joe one, and my sister had She-Ra. I had the Incredible Hulk, and I saw a Transformers one once at one of those consignment stores, but they wanted like $50 for it, and it was all rusted to pieces. Where is, I just saw one. These are flying by now. Somebody said, there it is. Gears should have been paired with Kingdom Grimlock. What's sad is we're not getting Gears now. He was in the original artwork for Kingdom, and everybody keeps saying we're not getting a Gears, and that sucks. Gears was my very, very first Transformer. I've got the original G1 back there on the shelf and a carded one hanging on the wall. And of course, my first experience with the Transformers was issue number 3 of the Marvel Comics, where Gears teamed up with Spider-Man. So I got a soft spot for Gears. The Dukes of Hazzard tray. Do you remember there was a Dukes of Hazzard playset? You had one of the cars. I think they were called Stompers maybe, but it ran by friction. You'd fire it up and it'd go through the barn and do jumps and wheelies and stuff. I had one of those play sets. It was friggin' awesome. Action Force Slaughter. Found a G1 Soundwave today. That's a good find. That was my very last purchase the last day at Sharticon. I had like $40 burned a hole in my pocket, and this guy was selling a G1 Soundwave with buzzsaw, and it was complete. He let me have it for $25. I guess just didn't want to pack it back up. Ultra Magnus DNA Kit. Which Ultra Magnus? Is that Kingdom or Siege? Firetox is in the house. He's got some more goodies heading my way. I can't wait to show off what he's been creating. Cutler. Nice. Rodimus is getting hooked up. You got a lot of reviews coming up, buddy. Where was that? Somebody ate a Marvel question. Which Marvel is better, Classic or Ultimate? Classic. It's always Classic. It's always G1. The only throttle bot I had when I was a kid was Goldbug. It was one of those figures like, oh, sweet, I've got Goldbug, because Goldbug was played up big time in Marvel Comics. And then when you got the figure, you're like, this is it? Same here. I've got one on Big Bad Toy Store pre-ordered that's just sitting along with my Scorponok upgrades. Goldbug does need a new figure. Who else have I missed? What's that Dr. Wu one called? Chatter. iBeamer says his first real collection purchase was a G Soundwave. He left the caps lock on for the one. G Soundwave. I love it. 51 viewers. Hello, everybody. Hit that like if you're on here. Give me a like. Help me out. I'm going to have a busy weekend this weekend. This will probably be the last video I post for a while. My Energon and Cybertron reviews rocked. People really like those. And I lied when I said I didn't have any more Energon figures. I actually have, all right, put him back on the shelf. I have Energon Scorponok, you know, the one that turned into the Scorpion construction vehicle, the jet, and the robot. And I want to get him in front of the camera, but upon doing some research, I found out that he suffers from GPS. And I know for a fact that I haven't transformed that guy in years, and I'd hate to get him in front of camera and he break. That would suck. So I'm going to research a little heavier before I attempt it, because he was a great figure. I love that one back in the day. Yes, I saw those, but I had to go with the OG original collars. I got a funny story about Squawk Talk. I probably mentioned this before. I was at our local grocery store one day, and I was just leaving. It was in the spring, so I had the top down on the Jeep. And as I'm getting ready to pull out of the parking lot, this kid, probably about 10 years old, starts waving at me like this. So I stopped the Jeep, and he goes, "My daddy knows you and said you would love this." And he reaches his hand out and just puts something in my hand, and he runs off. So I opened my hand up, and my first thought was he gave me a stick of gum because it was a little aqua green rectangle. And then I realized that just out of the blue, this kid gave me a Squawk Talk. Didn't have the weapons and stuff, but it was just so odd. And of course, I found out later it was a guy I went to high school with, his son, who knows I'm into Transformers. But that was just so weird. Here's a kid just runs up, hands you a Squawk Talk, and runs back away. It was awesome. Where was that? Who's going to choreograph our group line dance for TFCon? I hope they have a karaoke bar. Bumblebee was damaged in battle during the third part of the return of Optimus Prime, which caused him to be rebuilt into Goldbug. That was in the animated show. In Marvel Comics, Bumblebee was destroyed by G.I. Joe, and G.I. Joe rebuilt him into Goldbug. I always loved how Marvel Comics took a different approach to the cartoon. That way you had two completely different stories. My first G1 was Blur. That's another one I want to get in front of the camera, but I'm paranoid with some of these G1s because with Blur's clip, his shield clip, remember how the front clipped into the vehicle? I know that has a bad habit of breaking, and that's one of my biggest fears is breaking one of my bots while I'm reviewing. TFCon is not ready for you guys. No, it's not. And we keep finding out there's more and more of us coming every day. I was shocked when I found out that M3 Reviews was coming. He's flying all the way from Cali to come hang out with us East Coasters. Oh, in the UK, there's Rodimus again. UK exclusive story and rebuilt by Retgar. So you've got 3 different origins for Goldbug. That's sweet. I could almost foresee a Generation Selects Goldbug. I mean, they have milked that Cliff Jumper mold. Well, I guess it wouldn't be the Cliff Jumper mold. They got the Netflix Bumblebee mold. Just a couple tweaks, new face sculpt, and there you go. East Coast or Beast Coast? You know, I haven't watched that yet. I'm tired of these G.I. Joe origin movies. That was the first G.I. Joe movie. Then they had Rise of Cobra. Or no, was that Rise of Cobra? First one was Rise of Cobra. Hell, I can't remember what the second one was. It had Bruce Willis in it. And a Cobra Commander that looked pretty sweet. But yeah, quit with the origin movies. Retool Run Amok for Goldbug. I could see that. Now, for all these shots that are getting bought, everybody's got the room in the convention building, right? They hate to be stumbling around the streets of Baltimore. Hi, Kelvin. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to my impromptu planned chat. Artfire has been announced. I called that. As soon as we got Grapple, I said they have to be doing a Generation Selects Artfire. I knew it, and he actually looks pretty good, but I'm not sure I know the figure, but I don't know if I'm attached to it enough to buy that mold again, because I know, let's see, the figure's about $30. You got a $10 Battle Master. It'll probably be about a $40, $50 set. With this Kingdom line and their exclusives, I don't foresee myself spending that much money. Like the Grimlock Mirage set, I already got 2 Mirages. I toy-hacked up my Siege Mirage, so he looks Earth mode. And the Beast Wars Grimlock, I could really care less about. Yes, it was nice that Hasbro actually listened to the complaints and fixed that issue with the grapple mold. Retaliate. Okay, thank you. I was thinking that was it. So that's why you're the expert. We need an Earth mode Hound. And yes, he has to be the mode of the Wily's Jeep. Got the hiccups already. This stuff is potent. know if they do another Ricochet. We just got one of those Generation Selects, was it 2 years ago? I was able to snag my brother who's getting into the G.I. Joe classified lines, and thanks to our YouTube collaborations, I was able to snag him a Major Blood. I hear he's real hard to come by. G.I. Joe Regurgitation. You know, it wasn't a bad movie. I loved Cobra Commander. Hate that they threw Destro away. I thought Ray Steven was awesome as Firefly. I mean, it was all right. It was more entertaining than the first one. Where are we here? They slow down enough where I can read them, and then they take off. Where is it? I would like to get the Kingdom Inferno, but then I would like them to do a Red Alert. Like I said, Siege Red Alert, Toyhax decals, there's your Earth Mode Red Alert. Another one of these great Autobot Seeker molds, as I've come to call them. I have no idea how many of this mold I have now. Animated Red Alert. Firefly, that's right. Firefly was in it. Firefly actually ended up being the main villain in a way. And it was a good fight. It was between Firefly and The Rock. Was The Rock Roadblock? God, it's been a long time since I've seen that. I know that there is a theatrical version and there is an extended version. I highly, highly recommend the extended version. You know, I see all kinds of people say they would love to get a Generation Selects Holler. But Holler was in the original G1 cartoon for like 4 seconds, and he was collared just like Grapple. So I guess all they could do is repackage Grapple, fix the pegs, and say, this is Holler now. Yeah, true. Where was that? Should I watch the show? Jumped ahead. I think he said, I've never seen G.I. Joe. Then get on it. You have to watch G.I. Joe. Have you seen PvP WFC Rodimus? PvP WFC? Oh, no, I have not. I don't watch his channel. Oh, that makes sense. I know the one you're talking about now. He was, okay, I'm going to have to rewatch the episode. I swear I thought, because when I first saw that episode back in the day, I thought that was Grapple. There's a lot of cool e-hobby figures they could redo as Generation Selects. What was the tan desert-collared hound? Deatrice, something like that. The extended version, I downloaded it from somewhere. I think it was a Best Buy exclusive. You might want to Google it to make sure, because I still have it on file on my computer here. I'd love to get it on Blu-ray, but yeah, go for the extended version if you haven't seen it. The Rock was Roadblock. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. Holler was green and was friends with the Constructicons, came to Earth, was recolored like Grapple, went back to green, and sent on a solo mission. And that's why Rodimus is the man. Rodimus also informed me that Rodimus Prime, when I did my Rodimus Prime review, is actually based on pull that back up, based on a real concept vehicle called the GM Bison. Google that thing when you're done here, or Google it while you're listening to me. That is Rodimus Prime for sure. That was such a weird looking vehicle. I made custom a Power of the Prime Cloudverse into Wave Rider. Want me to try to make you? Yeah, that'd be awesome, because I can't customize shit. The most customization I do is Toyhax, and I can take a Sharpie and draw a goatee on a Transformer, and that's about it. Oh, Kevin was late to the party. What did I get in the mail? I got the GameStop exclusive lunchbox, Power of the Primes, Pop lunchbox that actually came with both the GameStop exclusive Megatron and Optimus Prime. This set at GameStop, when you buy it, it comes with one Transformer, one G.I. Joe figure, but I was surprised with both Transformers. So that's what I got in the mail, man, and I'm pretty pumped with this. And this is just awesome. I love this. Sorry for any G.I. Joe fans. This part's going against the wall. I'm showing that off. Look how shiny and beautiful that is. Loved it. There we go. Hocus Pocus checked it out. He looked at the GM Bison. It is definitely Rodimus. I wish I had knew that. Of course, I'm sure Rodimus talked about before, and I know I looked at it before. I wish I thought of it when I did the review. I definitely would have compared that to the vehicle. Thoughts on Studio Series 86 Slag? It's Slag. You know, I'm glad I'm safe behind my monitor. I've never been the biggest Dinobots fan. I've always liked Grimlock and just, I don't know what it was. Grimlock was the only Dinobot I owned as a kid. I never liked how they made him so stupid in the show. And in Marvel Comics, they made him a bad guy, more or less. I don't know. I was never into the Dinobots. Now, I do have Studio Series Grimlock, and he's an amazing figure, but I don't know if I'm going to get all of them. I mean, that's $50 a pop. 5 figures times 50. There we go. That would be awesome. They could do a Siege Hound and Desert Collar. There you go. With today's political climate, they will never do a proper Dukes of Hazzard Transformers crossover figure. And I'm leaving it at that. Very true. I wonder if they do Studio Series Sludge, he'll have those stupid cartoon pop-out eyes like he had in the movie. If they don't, I'll be very disappointed. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Proto Man shared a real pic on Twitter yesterday, beat up old truck that bears. I saw that. Was it the one that had the fire? It was like a fire parking line. It was all drawn up on the curves. Somebody shared it on Facebook too. That was funny as hell. Exactly. Well, I think they called him Slug because over in Europe, when you say slag, it's naughty. Where? Here, or here? There's a lot of things I wonder. Thunderwing. Give me a damn Thunderwing. I want Thunderwing so bad. Who else Generation selects? Generation selects Pipes. They could easily, that would be awesome. They could easily make Retool Huffer into Pipes. He's already got the pegs on his forearms where they can attach pipes and then give him a new head sculpt and a paint job. Boom. Too easy. Toyhax teased me with, I thought they were making a decal set for Runabout to make him look like Carr. So I don't know if that's still going on or what. I know they're still running a skeleton crew at Toyhax. They're locked down so much worse than we are here in the States. Yeah, an A-Team van crossover. A-Team van, Kit, Airwolf. Airwolf would be a real good one. iBeamer, thanks for stopping by. iBeamer here was one of my very first subscribers, I believe. Been seeing your comments almost since day one, and I always Always enjoy seeing you when you comment on my videos, buddy. G1 all the way. Anytime anybody asks me anything, IDW or G1, it's going to be G1. I liked IDW at first, and then it just got too damn weird. Nice. I need to find that. Send me a link to that. I want to see that pipes. Where is our Scooby-Doo mystery machine? Probably in the hands of those meddling kids. God, that was lame. Yeah, Rodimus knows. G1 or no one. Though I think it would be neat. I'd like to see some more modern takes of some of these other figures, but do them right. I know I just did that review of Cybertron Optimus Prime. They did the Siege version, but everybody says it was just a rehash of Ultra Magnus. And, you know, if you're going to do them right. I'd love to see some modernized takes on some of the animated figures, like animated Megatron, the dual-bladed helicopter. I would love to see a modern, realistic version of that. All Fire Talks just sent them to me. Thank you, buddy. Look forward to checking those out. I just saw an advertisement for that game. Let's see, rolling up through here. Sean says he liked the IDW when it did get weird. I read it. I have all the collected versions in hardcover up until when they first ended the first line, right before it took off into More Than Meets the Eye and Robots in Disguise. I had those at first, but it was just hard to keep up with all the intertwining stories. And I was just like, I was done. For the most part, I prefer the look of characters that existed in G1 the way they were in G1. If they're going to do IDW, they should be specific characters. You know, it's funny. Somebody commented on my Rodimus video that I don't go over their comic history, their IDW comic history. And I like to stress when I do my G1 reviews, to me, the G1 history is the G1 animated show and the 80s Marvel series. That's G1. That's that era. That's 1984 to 1989. I'm not going to talk about IDW because that wasn't G1 in my opinion. So there's that. A full-size rung. Funny, I just got another rung. I do like your tank treads. Was it you I got the tank treads from for him? Oh, here we go. I lost it. Pipes confirmed for a winter release. Is that mainline or is that going to be Generation Selects? Here we are. What did you think of the Kingdom Blaster listing? It's a listing. It's words. I have to wait and see what the picture is first, what he looks like. Mainline. Cool. KM, I see all your questions regarding voice actors. I don't have any idea who they are, and that's why I'm not really answering because I don't care. As long as it's a good voice actor, I'm good with it. Get your wallets ready for tomorrow, boys. I just know we're going to have a lot of pre-orders popping up. Probably a lot more shattered glass because we've got way more Shattered Glass Autobots than we do Decepticons right now. I am psyched for that guy. I loved Scorponok in Beast Wars. I dug him. I thought he was a really cool character that was killed off way too early, and I was really excited to see him getting released in Kingdom. But when I saw the pictures, I was like, one, the Scorpion mode looks good if you want a realistic looking Scorpion, but didn't look anything like he did in the show. And the figure just looks off. And if you look at the head sculpt, he's got like fish lips. So I don't know where they fumbled the ball so bad on Scorponok. But when I saw that trans element Scorponok come out, I knew I had to get it. That's going to be my Scorponok. I can't wait to get him. He's shipped, just waiting to arrive here in the States. Yeah, animated Megatron was cool. I love his voice. Speaking of voice actors, I loved his voice. Corey Burton, I believe, was the voice of animated Megatron. He is short. I think he's a little taller than Legends, but hopefully we'll find out soon. I'll be reviewing him as soon as I get him. There we are. Kingdom trailer. I'd say it would probably drop tomorrow. I mean, because it comes out in July. TF Fan Geek says, what's being discussed? Everything. You name it, we're discussing it. I still have him pre-ordered. So I ordered him way before I knew about the trans element one. Plus, so I hope Blaster isn't just Soundwave repaint with another head. Makes you wonder. He's a Voyager, right? Well, he couldn't just be a Soundwave repaint because, Blaster, hell, who knows? Somebody said bye, Felicia. Who is that? Kevin. Kevin, appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night. Let's see, I've been entertaining you guys for an hour now. Wow. Oh, somebody said, who all's got the ARC pre-ordered? I skipped out on the ARC. I don't know what it is. It doesn't appeal to me. That, and I have no idea where I can put it. As you can all see, I haven't even opened Unicron yet. Where is he? He's a table right now. Right there, I can almost guarantee you they will do some kind of Omega Supreme animated remake of that. I mean, they turned Scorponok into Black Zarek. To change the ARC into animated Omega Supreme would be too easy. Big fan of Rhinox. I couldn't tell by your picture there. My biggest complaint with him is, I can accept the fact they've changed his look a little bit. I hate the guns. The guns are those big chain guns of doom, but on the figure, they look like, somebody put it best, they look like pinwheels. Got another Siege Megatron in a lot, trying to figure out what custom I want to do. Wait till you see what Firetalk sends me, and I'll give you an idea. Yes, I do like that. Oh, here we go. Wreck-Gar. Have you guys seen the images of 86 Wreck-Gar? He looks awesome. Got the proper mustache and beard. That's going to be a fun one. Yes, he's made upgrades to change it into, well, I guess we can't call him Shattered Glass Megs because we're just upgrading our Megatron into Flight Mode Megs. Good old eBay. That's where I lucked out and got that Galvatron from. I forgot how much of a fun toy that was. Now when I review Rhinox, I'm going to have to find this commercial and put it in there. Thank you, Jay Lee. Let's see. I did not. That Unicron was sent to me by a friend of mine who's out of town for a few months, and I'm holding it for him. He told me I can do whatever I want, open it up, do a review. I just haven't had the time yet. I got so much stuff going on right now at this house. There's another Generation Selects figure I'd like to see. I don't know who they can make him from, but I would love to get a proper Lord Straxus. He was a bit player in Marvel Comics in issues 16 and 17, leader of the Decepticons on Cybertron, major player in the UK series. I always liked his design. He was a really cool looking figure. I'd love to get a new one of that. I mean, he came out not Generation Select, Thrilling 30 or Reveal the Shield, and he looked pretty cool. I think they called him Dark Mount, but we need a proper Lord Straxus. Hey, Kid Toby, how are you doing tonight? Been doing good myself. Sean says, who from Armada do you have? I have Armada Megatron and the deluxe Armada Prime with the switch on his back where he can do the punching moves. Yeah, the New Age stuff looks awesome. I just have a hard time, though I just did, spending $50, $60 on a figure that big. That's just me. Yes, a Generation Select Straxus with Scrounge, and Scrounge has to have a body that can pop it in half so you can attach the melted part. A little gruesome. Oh, man. You're spoiling me. You're too good to me. Billy Bones. Time for him to go. Good night. So good night, Billy. Appreciate you stopping by as usual. See, I agree. I don't buy. I maybe have not even 5 third-party figures in my collection. All right, Action Figure Expert's got a big question here. How would you feel if the next trilogy of Transformers is based on the Unicron Trilogy? Remember, a year and a half ago, there was a purchase of a Mother Prime. Yeah, I'd be cool with it. There were some decent toys. It would be really cool to get like a upgraded version of Tidal Wave. And, well, we got the Combiner Wars Armada Megatron. I never was a fan of Armada Optimus Prime. He was too weird looking. I just never got him. Hey, Rodimus, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll give you a holler on Facebook, of course. Hopefully, the wife had made plans for me that I didn't know about for tomorrow. So I don't know how late we'll be out. So hopefully we'll make it back in. What's this? Here we are. Fun fact, Deluxe Armada Prime can pull a leader class Armada Prime trailer. I wonder if he could pull an Earthrise trailer. Craig Oxford's heading out too. Guy, I appreciate you stopping by, Craig, and I always count on you. He's showing off his Galvatron in that picture. What do we have here? Good night. Kid Toby, what are you talking about? I hate how they put the Earth Mode Mirage with the Beast Wars Grimlock. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier too. They could have picked a better figure. I mean, they're using figures we've seen so much. I mean, you get them in the Siege line and you get them in the Netflix line, though at least this Netflix line is doing really good repaints. Last time they were just smudged. And that's something I never understood why they gave Scourge pink nails. I never got that. It was the 80s, man. Somebody snorted a line, says, hey, give him bat wings and pink nails. You know, I did not like animated at first. I've said this so many times on all of my streams. Is the problem with Transformer cartoon shows is when they start off, they're for the kids, which makes sense. They're very kiddified. But then it's like the producers realize the kids aren't watching them. It's us. So you see the stories go from real kiddified into a darker, more adult tone. It's just getting through those kiddified episodes is the hard part. Alita 1's the best of that mold, though I do like Lifeline. I like her paint scheme. I wish they put the paint on RC like they did Alita 1, at least with the different colored face and the lipstick. RC just looks like an alien. I mean, she is an alien. You know what I mean. That I have heard that we're getting 86 sweeps. Probably be just Scourges. I say that name different every time. Probably just be Scourge figures with a different face sculpt. Hey, Patriot. If you could decide what the next series would be, new or reimagining, what would it be? Huh. That's a good one. That's so hard because I'm such a G1er, and we're getting our Beast Wars reimagined. I could care less about Beast Machines. Armada. I don't remember that much about the Unicron Trilogy. That was during my military days, and I never watched any of the cards. I collected the toys, but pretty much all those got sold off in my Great Purge of 2011. I don't know. As I said earlier, I wish that Hasbro would go into the latter years of G1. I mean, they have milked 84 through 86 to death. Each line, same characters, different molds, but the same characters. Let's go into 87, 88, 89. Let's have Thunderwing now the leader of the Decepticons. Let's bring in Pretenders. I know they can do modernized, articulated Pretenders now. I mean, give us a good Bludgeon. I mean, that little tiny ass Bludgeon we got a couple years ago just didn't cut it. Bludgeon's like a fantastic character. I want the latter year figures. There's so many unknowns that need a chance to have the light shine on their 5 minutes of fame. I mean, characters like Roadblock and Iguanus. Thunderclash. Yeah, there we go. Bring the European ones in too. Or Japanese. Japanese haven't been touched on that much. I mean, we got Overlord and Titans Returns and Black Shadow, Sky Shadow. What was the Overlord repaint? Help me out. Yes, I have. I actually did a review on them. Bludgeon skull print. Yes. Can you imagine a new Stranglehold? There we go. Deathsaurus, Star Saber. There's so much from the 80s that they haven't touched yet. Black Shadow. Thank you. I missed out on Thrilling 30 RC. I never, ever saw her. I hate the transformation of those figures. They're shell formers in the worst way possible. You just can't get the bot to line up right. The tabs are too thin. Lagging? Am I lagging? Oh, there we go. Freaking Monstructor. Where's our modernized Monstructor? They've touched every combiner. Well, Piranacon, they kind of skimmed over him. Want a new whirl? There we go. Blue Bacchus. There we are. There we see. He agrees. More obscure G1 homages. New Age Action Master Thundercracker. Oh, that's a horrible looking figure. Those collars. I've heard of a lot of people doing that. Optimus Primal heavily modified his RC. You know what's funny? You probably guys don't want to hear it come from a reviewer. When I opened up RC and started messing with her, I didn't like her at all, and I didn't feel like she was even worth the time to put in front of the camera. There's sometimes, I'll admit, I get so behind on figures, and I lose track. I still got stuff like Studio Series, Cup, Blur, Rodimus, Hot Rod. I still haven't put in front of the camera, and I didn't realize until after I did the decals for Studio Series 86 Scourge that I never reviewed the figure to begin with. So, oh well. I'm sure they are. I just don't know when. Sometimes I know in advance what's coming out. I believe one of the next sets will be the Shattered Glass Optimus and Ratchet. And from what I've seen, you're going to really like Ratchets. They're going with more of a horror doctor vibe, but not sure about Barricade. I've ordered the Cyclonus set, Hubcap set, and the what's his name? Fast Track. I can't wait to get Fast Track. They made him a ship mode. That's going to look really cool. Collector Express says I have a ton still in boxes as well. It's like you rush out, gotta buy these figures and put them in a box and sit them over in the corner for weeks. See, there you go. They could actually make the Action Masters. There were a lot of cool Action Master characters that they could make modernized. I mean, all the Action Masters looked like they turned into something. Of course, they didn't, but hell, there you go. Like I said, so many 80s figures that they haven't even touched on. I'm sorry, contacts are drying out. You know, I was thinking the same thing because I've got their decal set for Combiner Wars Cyclonus, and they did a lot of those G1 decal homages for him. But I was really surprised they didn't do them for this Cyclonus. It went well. Did you see what was in my surprise mail package? Man, these contacts are killing me. Might have to end this here soon. I got this one eye starting to blur. Looks like I'm watching a 3D movie without the glasses. All right, Raziel, here's what I got in my surprise box. I got the GameStop lunchbox. Funko Pop lunchbox. You got the metal lunchbox. Listen. Oh! And inside, both of the exclusive Transformer Funko Pops. You got Megatron with his energy flail and Optimus Prime with his Energon axe. So that was my surprise. Toyhax labels for me are relaxing. It's almost like model building. Of course, what helps me is I've got these mega teeny tiny tweezers that help apply those decals. Plus, I've got like a magnification lens, and I put my bifocals on. I look like that old man from Toy Story, the one that restored Woody. That's who I look like when I'm putting Toyhax decals on. Aiden, appreciate you stopping by. I don't know if I hollered at you or not, but I appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate each and every one of you because I don't know if you saw, I hit 9,000 subscribers a couple days ago. And it just out of the blue, I woke up that morning, it hit around midnight or something. And that's just amazing. I can't believe I've hit that. So now we're on that race for 10,000 by TFCon. Hey, Mike W. They're probably not big enough, TF Fan Geek. I mean, they're their own company. I don't see why they would. But that's a question for Toyhax. Sean says, I should go do the dishes, but I just want to talk Transformers with you guys. Yeah, I should do dishes too. I need to show off my Toyhax upgrade set for G1 Bruticus. He's my next combiner review I want to do. I just don't know when because those are long reviews, but I did an upgrade set for him before I started doing Toyhax decals, and they made G1 Bruticus look just like the cartoon. All right, boys, it is an hour and 6 minutes. I have got to get off here. This one eye is really starting to kill me right now. I was out working in the yard, and I guess I got something in it, and it's on fire. I can't tell if you can see where it's eating me up or not, but man, I have got to call tonight, get this thing out of my eye. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I always enjoy this. I mean, here we are talking an hour. It's just me. Usually I always have a guest on. You know, I didn't know how good this would work, but it's worked pretty good. I'm going to have to do this more often. I enjoy it. This gives me a chance to talk to fellow fans about Transformers. Well, we're not really talking. I'm reading you and reading your comments and talking back to you. But I have no one around in my area that is into this stuff. So you guys right here are why I do this. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You have no idea. I'm so thankful that I've met each and every one of you. So you guys have a great night. And as usual, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah! Then he got that odd pause.